Hello, everyone, and welcome to ETEducation and Coursera's leadership discussion. It is an absolute pleasure to have all of you join us for this insightful conversation on advancing higher education in India. So, the landscape of higher education is undergoing a transformative shift today. Digital advancements, changing workforce demands, and evolving learning expectations are reshaping how education is designed and delivered. In order to explore this critical theme, we are privileged to have two distinguished leaders with us today, each playing a pivotal role in shaping the future of education. So, our first guest, and I'd like to warmly welcome him, is Shri Sunil Raisoni, who's chairman of Raisoni Education. He's a dynamic leader and the chairman of Raisoni Group of Institutions, a well established name in education with 19 institutes across 6 cities in central India. So, Mr. Raisoni, thank you so much for joining us for this conversation. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you.
Thank you. And next up, our second guest is Prashasti Rastogi, who's Senior Director, Education and Government for Coursera. Thank you, Prashasti, for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you too.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to some really, really great insights from the both of you. I think both of you bring a wealth of experience that will help us navigate the evolving landscape of higher education. And also, finally, I am Yasmin, editor features at ETHRWorld and ETHRWorld, the Economic Times, and I will be moderating this discussion. So without any further ado, let's dive into the questions. Mr. Raisoni, I'd like to begin with you and ask you a question around how, as education is evolving, universities are adopting digital learning, industry micro-credentials, and hands-on experience. So how is Raisoni Group leading this transformation at its university?
At Raisoni Education, we firmly believe that education must evolve in tandem with the world it seeks to prepare the students for. Across our 4 universities, and the fifth one is also in pipeline, we have embraced digital learning not just as a supplement but as an integral part of academic experience. We have integrated LMS that supports hybrid and flipped classrooms, enabling students to learn at their own pace while engaging in meaningful in-classroom discussion and practical sessions. Our collaboration with leading online platforms allow us to offer industry-recognized micro-credentials in the field like cloud computing, digital marketing, cybersecurity, and data science, blockchain technology, ensuring our students graduate with both degrees and job-ready skills. Additionally, through our Center of Excellence and industry-sponsored labs, we promote hands-on learning, real-time problem solving, and exposure to emerging tools and technologies. We want our students to move beyond theory and into realm of application, innovation, and impact.
Great, sir. Thank you so much for sharing these insights. I think your institutes, your universities under you are really on a very forward-looking path, I must say, with technology, with creating hybrid learning environments, with helping your students become future-ready, having the right employable skills. So thank you for sharing these initiatives. Prashasti, since you've heard Sir talk about how their university is overall adopting digital learning and is matching up to the standards internationally and creating future-ready students, what are your views on how universities can adopt digital learning? How do you see higher education institutions accelerating this transformation? And what more needs to be done to make it impactful?
Thank you. In fact, I resonate 100% with what Sunilji is sharing, right? We are right now in the phase where we are calling it out as Industry 5.0, because the fourth industrial revolution was about automation. The fifth industrial revolution that we are facing is about humans and machines through artificial intelligence, right? So human-computer interaction. If we transform and juxtaposition it to Education 5.0, we are fortunate that in India, we have 3 pillars that are working in tandem. The first pillar is industry-university collaboration. Academia is very, very aware that industry is changing rapidly. So how do we make sure that there's practical skill development for students? Then there are government initiatives and policies that are in the right direction. If you talk about the national education policy, it very clearly states that innovation-driven education, which means the skills have to be mapped to industry outcomes. Second, universities are highly encouraged to take support from technological infrastructures to make sure that they're able to enhance skills and ability of the students outside of the classrooms and deliver some practical learning as well. When it comes to technology and infrastructure, EdTech is a revolution in India. There are so many innovative teaching methods that are there. There's Government of India initiatives also to make sure that there's enough inclusion of digital infrastructure into the day-to-day education.
Actually covered a lot of ground when it comes to transformation, and EdTech has been a great revolution that way. Mrs. Raisoni, I'd like to hear from you again, sir. So in an era of rapid technological transformation, what is your vision for bridging the skills gap and preparing students for the demands of emerging industries?
Yasmin, the skill gap is not just a buzzword. It is one of the most urgent challenges facing our youth. We feel at Raisoni, our vision is clear: bridge this gap through experiential learning, continuous upskilling, and deep industry engagement. We are redesigning our curriculum in consultation with industry leaders to ensure that it reflects real world relevance. Soft skills, critical thinking, problem solving, and adaptability are given equal importance alongside technical knowledge. Our faculty members undergo regular upskilling sessions to stay aligned with industry trends, and we invest in career development cells that guide students through internship, placement, and entrepreneurial pursuits. In our all the institutions, we have a separate budget for L&D, learning and development, for faculties. Yes, there each and every institute there is a L&D officer who prepares module for all the faculties to undergo various trainings year-wise. While their appraisal is done, there is a must requirement that minimum certain hours of training they have to undergo in Raisoni institutions.
Okay, so that's some of the great initiatives that you shared with us. I think institutions prepare for the future and they work on not just their curriculum, but their faculty development, preparing their students at the same time by helping them kind of imbibe an entrepreneurial mindset. That's a very forward-looking approach. Prashasti, your thoughts on the same. How do you think can we bridge the skills gap and better prepare students for demands of emerging industries?
I think the digital skills gap persists quite rapidly in today's market. If you just look at the jobs that are there today, at least 9 out of 10 jobs require a high level of digital proficiency to operate in current ecosystem, even if it's as basic as operating an email and processing documents, right? When it comes to digital skills in higher education, we also want those digital skills to map to businesses and the jobs that are going to be existing in the market when the student passes out of that degree 2 to 3 or 4 years from the date of his admission into the program. The imperative or the responsibility of higher education institutions for such students is to create agile curriculums that can cater to those skills and make them job ready when they pass out. At Coursera, we saw this happen very smoothly when we introduced industry micro-credentials. So there are about 130 different types of industry micro-credentials that have been certified and authored by about 100 industry partners on Coursera platform. Partners like Meta, SAP, Salesforce, Unilever, Google, IBM, they're authoring these certifications. And these micro-credentials are also vetted by NCBET in India according to the National Skills Qualification Framework, so that they can be incorporated for credit into the curriculums. And students can actually, from the early onset of their educational experience, they can start preparing towards certain skills which will be required to apply for certain job roles.
Coming to you, sir, once again, I think there's an increased emphasis on data science and generative AI and other technologies. So how do you see the role of higher education evolving to enhance graduate employability?
At Raisoni, we believe higher education must evolve from being degree driven to outcome driven. That is the fundamental thinking of Raisoni Group. Technologies like generative AI and data science are transforming every sector from healthcare to finance to agriculture to education to industry. It is imperative that we prepare our graduates not only to use these technologies but to innovate with them.
Yes.
At Raisoni Education, we are embedding AI literacy and data fluency into core programs, not just in engineering but across all the disciplines. Our students work on interdisciplinary projects, engage in AI and data hackathons, and receive mentorship from professionals in tech-driven roles. Employability today is a blend of technical proficiency, problem-solving ability, and emotional intelligence. We aim to mold individuals who are just not job seekers but job creators and change makers in their field.
Interesting. That's a great input when you said that it's not about just using technology, but learning how to innovate with technology. And that is going to be the future. While you can learn how to use technology, how do you make it better and create yourself, as I said, create your own career rather than depending on somebody? That's going to be very interesting. Thank you for sharing that. So, Prashasti, your thoughts also. How do you see data science and Gen AI and all of these other technologies impacting higher education? And how can we evolve to enhance graduate employability with these technologies?
Correct. So I started talking about the Industrial Revolution, right? In 1975, when the calculators came, the first people to oppose use of calculators were educational institutions, saying
Absolutely.
that students can start depending on calculators and we will lose intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Cut to 2022 when GPT was launched. Within 2 months, 1 million users were already on GPT, right?
Yes.
So it's the rapid speed at which technology adoption is happening. India is the highest number of internet users in the world with the highest penetration, and data is the cheapest in India, which means nobody can stop anybody from using technology for information, entertainment, consumption, transaction, or also broadcasting, right? In fact, today we are speaking on a digital platform. So if we take this back to what the Brad Lightcap, who's the chief operating officer of Chat OpenAI, he said this yesterday that India is their fastest growing market because when the Studio Ghibli
Market, yes.
rage came breaking the internet 2 days ago, India generated the highest number of images, right? What does that tell us? It tells us that the future of learning or the future of everything is handheld, which is a mobile device. Now, in that case, AI literacy becomes a hygiene skill and not an emerging skill for all of us. Students need to build AI skills applicable to their current or desired career path. Higher education institutions need to tailor curricula to bridge the AI skills gap and prepare students for the future of work. Businesses need to prioritize AI training for their existing and future employees to make sure that they drive innovation at a high scale. In Coursera for Campus, we've actually inculcated AI very, very deeply into our platform. We tried to attempt three solutions. One is how do we make accessing learning on Coursera platform in multiple languages possible. So students from all regions can actually learn the same great courses that are authored by best universities and industries of the world.
Wow.
Second thing, we've dedicated ourselves to make sure that the faculty and staff are upskilled in AI and they enhance their productivity so that they can take out more time for research, which actually fosters the growth of a university and also impacts rankings very positively. The third thing we realized was students today need hyper personalization of everything. How does that happen? Which means they will need someone to ask their doubts, ask their questions, and also do that at their own pace of learning. And all this is happening real time, 24 cross 7 on a mobile device, which allows them, learn anytime, anywhere, and also move ahead in their skills.
And on that note, that was all the time I had for this conversation, but I wish I could stay on longer because there's so much to learn from the both of you, Mr. Raisoni and Prashasti. Thank you for sharing your valuable insights with us. And to our audience members who watched this episode, thank you for joining us. We hope this discussion has provided you with fresh perspectives on advancing higher education in India. Stay tuned for more such conversations as we continue to explore the future of learning. Until next time, take care and stay inspired.